finding out where I was from, a woman on the train in Boston smiles and tells me not to worry. She hears that in the next 5 to 10 years, Detroit is going to be the Midwestern New York. I, in turn, worry. For obvious reasons. The rats in New York are tall enough to drive taxis, and the people in New York are all seemingly allergic to saying, "Excuse me." Those are problems I don't want. Today, 3 years later, I pick up a paper and the headline reads, "Welcome to the New Detroit." And I'm quickly reminded of something my grandmother once said: you can sell a house 100 times, but the walls will still tell stories of the first family that owned it. So you can't throw soil on top of a land of living people and try and convince the outside world that their home was graveyard. And try and convince the outside world that their home was graveyard before it began to blossom bike lanes and fine dining. This is not a city attempting to transition into another city. It's just Detroit. It's churches and old buildings that lean like drunk lovers but still open every Sunday for worship. It's Coney Island hot dogs and Faygo Pop on the days when you want to feel like you were the only one told a secret. It's what up though and water shutoffs. It's a woman planting flowers in potholes. It's a line straight out of a Tupac song, and it's still here because we didn't change our zip codes when our schools started closing and our sports teams started losing and our air started smelling like gun smoke and new money is Motown. It's a homeless man. It's a homeless man in bright colors on the corner of 2nd and Cass with musicless headphones, always dancing like his imaginary check had more money on it than he expected. And yes, sometimes suburban folks treat the city like a party they weren't invited to, leave trash, start fights and exit before the police show up. And yes, sometimes the police don't show up. It's not perfect, but it's a city that held its place in line until God returned from an extended lunch break, a place where any person on the streets will still politely give you directions even when they themselves feel lost. It's a beast. It's a beast. It's a beast that swallowed my brother and countless other friends and family members long before their time. But home is wherever the most of your loved ones is buried. It's a place that constantly breaks your heart and layers your skin all at the same time. It's the factory that you were built in, and on the days when you feel defective, it's the safest place to return to. So, to the woman on the train in Boston who thought that I was worried, to the couple in Seattle that wanted to know if my skin has ever tasted bullet, to the people who don't know which Detroit to believe. It's a complicated story with more semicolons than periods. It's broken, but it works, and it lives, and it builds, and it's ours. Welcome to Detroit.
Question: if the treasure in my chest is live enough for resurrection, do I practice what I profess, or just practice professing? When unexpectedly beckon to the midst of the wreckage, I'm asking to be uplifted with an authentic affection. We're broken, yes, but irresistibly, inextricably, inseparably connected. Alone and perfect, but together, we help mend back together the most perfect bridge.
Building bridges, breaking chains, bearing burdens, hope remains. We will rise up like the sun, led by the risen one. Rise up, oh God.
freedom in the name of our God. Compassion, not just words but action. Rising from the ashes just like Lazarus from the casket. God is in the neighborhood, get it, got it good. We got this assignment, no stopping, keep shining. No, you know me, just us. Let's rise up together, let's together rise up. Rise up.
Oh God, with blessings on the people, rise up together. Your love's gonna break the chains. Rise up, oh God, with blessings on the people.
Forgive or redeem. Prison is free. Prison is he. Prison indeed. So if we rise like heroes, then we'll rise too. And though we're crying, dying doesn't have the final. And neither does destruction. We keeping on believing in that Jesus resurrection. We practice it and get after it like mathematicians master it. It happens, the gavel of compassion, God has been dropping it. All rise for the call, healing for the nations and justice for us all. Hungry get to eat again, worried find their peace within. Everybody's gonna get a home and never have to wonder where they're gonna ever get to sleep again. J-E-S-U-S, blessed to bless, fresh to death. Seeking peace, more and more, seeking war, less and less. Resurrect, these dry the bones that need it. Death has been defeated, watch them rise up like a phoenix. Unjust oppression, shelter for those with no home, peace for those who live with violence.